head being the very last thing. And stretch out your neck, roll in circles one way. And the other way. And take one arm, bring it to your ear, and hold it down. Stretch your neck a little bit more. Feel that nice stretch of the jaw and the neck and the ear. And switch arms. And last thing we're going to do, 4 jumping jacks to the front, to the side, to the back, and to the other side. Ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Shake it all out. Shake out the arms, the knees, the toes, the ankles, the calves, the thighs, the belly, the booty, the fingers, the wrists, the head, the ears. If you can wiggle your ears up now, I can. But some of you are very talented. So. Woo! Good job. That was fun.
All right.
All righty.
Good job, guys. We got some blood flowing?
I think so.
Body's moving? Yeah? Warm? Good. Good way to start.
Alrighty. Well, the next thing that we do here is we warm up our voice. I'm going to ask my old friends to help me.
Oh, Mavi's already got her hand up.
Friend who? I can't see. Mavi. Oh, yes. Such a good song. Can we click them to see them? Miss Mavi, we're going to talk about the three, well, everyone, we're going to talk about the 3 parts of the voice that we use when we sing. And Miss Mavi wants to tell us what one part of them is, what we call it. And then I'll sum it all up for Miss Sadie. Alrighty, Mavi, hit me with one.
Head voice.
Head voice, that's so right. Okay, so our head voice, to remind everyone, lives right in like our forehead area. We call it our unicorn horn, and it sounds like a princess. Does that make sense? And when we sing, it sounds like, ah, and it's like lifted, and yeah, that's a good way to sound up, yes.
Hey, a little less chatting, a little more vocal work.
Let's keep it focused.
Mm-hmm.
So our head voice lives right up here. It sounds like a princess, super light and airy. It's what all that high singing is for. The next place we travel is the Lucy.
That's the song goes. Mixed voice.
The
mix.
voice.
What does the mixed voice sound like, Luce? Can you tell me?
Wah! Exactly. So the mixed
Why are
voice
you
lives
so
right in
whiny?
the mask of your face, in the nose area. When you go like this with your lips,
Let's all try it.
Buzzing there.
Let's all try it.
Rolling our lips like this. I always have the most trouble with it. We go. Your nose should be able to tingle. Yes, killing it.
All day, every day.
So the mixed voice lives right in the mask, and it sounds just like a baby, like Miss Lucy said. It sounds like wham, wham. And actually, it's called the mix because, hello.
Oh, Olivia's in the house.
And it sounds like, we call it the mixed voice because it's a mix of our head voice and our chest voice, if that makes sense. So we started at our head voice. We're going right down the train track into our mixed voice. Sophia, do you want to tell me what the last one is?
You can turn.
The belly voice, it sounds like a lion, like roar.
Exactly, the
Chest voice.
Amazing.
Spelling
it's okay.
voice.
It's okay. I think she said belly.
Oh, I thought you
Belly.
said spelling. I was like, different class, different online class.
Belly. You're thinking about English.
Our chest voice. Let's all try it. Let's all hear what that sounds like. Feel it. I know, same thing every week. Boring.
No, you're getting so much better.
Here we go.
Everyone say roar.
Roar. So we feel it down low, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Sadie, you feel that? You feel how that sound moves. Hey, Olivia, it's good to see you. So you missed our little physical warm up that we did. So while we're getting going, I want you to move your body around, shake everything out. I want you to just get your blood flowing so that your body's awake. and we're talking about the different parts of our voice, and we're going to start our vocal warm-up. So just follow along. Did you get the music for today?
Yes, we have the words.
Oh,
Amazing.
hi.
Killing it. Alrighty, so to sum it all up, we have 3 parts of the voice: the head voice, the mixed voice, and the chest voice. All 3 of these make up your entire range, and we go right down the train track through all of them. We use all of them when we sing. Now we're going to talk about some things that hurt us when we're singing. So one thing that's very, very important, maybe the most important, is the structure of your body when you sing, because your body works together to produce the nicest sound. And the sound comes from the vocal cords, which live right in your throat. And it's really easy for us to restrict sound, because when we're talking normally, we don't have to sustain a lot of notes, a lot of sound, so we can just breathe however we want, and I can talk to you guys and I can breathe. But for singing, we have to sustain a very certain, very particular sound. So we're gonna breathe from what is called our diaphragm. If you take your 2 fingers like this, your pointer finger and your thumb, and you put it on your belly button, that space in between your belly button and your pinky is where your diaphragm lives. And that's where we want our breath to come from. To have that breath, to know that we're doing it correctly, our shoulders are not coming up. So we're breathing just like this. Watch my stomach. We go, and we breathe in through like a straw. It's very small, so that we can get all of that air and concentrate it there. And then when we breathe out and we sing, all that air goes all the way back to our spine, and we're trying to get our belly to our spine because we're using all of it. To help us with breathing, we are keeping our shoulders down. They never raise up. And we're also keeping our chin down, because this is our golden area. And if our shoulders come up, that restricts this area. And if our chin comes up, that restricts that area too. So the main—
Do you feel that? Everyone put your shoulders high towards your ears. Same thing, right? What do you feel in your neck? What do you feel? Can you hear what happens to my voice just in talking? Everyone just talk while you're doing that. You feel how tight it is? Nothing can come out? Ready? On 3, we're going to drop it down. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Now talk. Do you feel how your voice just opened up?
Yes.
Right? Olivia, do you feel that? Sadie, do you feel that? We talk about the same things every week, because we have to remind ourselves every week that if we don't take care of our voice, if we don't treat our voice properly, if we don't use our voice properly, our voice will not work for us, right? So even though it's repetitive and boring, it's important to remember. So everyone, really quick, I want to see your hand on your diaphragm. Show me where your diaphragm is.
Right here.
Put a hand on your shoulder so that we don't see them moving. I want everyone to take a big breath in. And I don't want to see anything move except your tummies. Here we go. Let it out nice and slow, and see how long we can let it out for. And this time I want to do it again, and I want to let it out on a sound, and I want to see how long we can hold that sound for. You ready? Breathe in and out. Pays to have a giant belly.
Yeah.
When you are old and big like
Helpful.
me, that's what you can do.
can hold more
But we
air.
want to control that, right? So everyone understands diaphragm brings breath in, shoulders stay low, voice stays open. Shall we do a vocal warm-up?
Amazing. The first part of our vocal warm-up, we're going to stretch our face. The voice is a muscle, and it must be stretched like every other muscle in your body, like when you work out. So with our face, we're going to make the hugest, most crazy, obnoxious, weirdest movements ever. We're going to go so tiny like a little mouse. I'm going to get way close up. We go. And we go giant. So we're going to count to 5, doing those giant face moves. Your eyebrows, your cheeks, your nose, everything. Stretch them out. Ready? Count to 5 with me. So you can count without actually talking, because we'll be able to see your mouth. Ready, steady, go. 4, 5. Amazing. You guys killed it. You still look gorgeous with those. Okay, we're going to start our vocal warm-up.
Walking up and down.
On a yaw sound. Yaw. Yaw. Breathe in. which part of the voice you're using. Ya. Keep the shoulders down. Ya. Chin down. Ya. Feel it go to the head voice. Ya. 3 more. Ya. Ya. Last one. Ya. Beautiful. Next one.
Slow skips down.
So skips down. On a wheel sound. Wee, wee, wee. 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 Two more. Last one. Amazing.
Rolling octave skips.
On a ba sound. Breathe in. Ba, 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 ba. Shoulders down. Ba, 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 ba. 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 Two more. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Beautiful. Before we do our sirens, I want to talk about one little habit that I had when I was younger that I'm starting to see a little bit of. No worries, it's natural instinct, but I'm just going to help you nip it in the bud before we get too far into it. So our lips are a very important part of singing because our vocal cords produce the sound, but then our lips kind of help shape the sound and what we're saying. But it's really important that we don't jerk our lips back and forward because one, that's going to end up giving you a lot of bad jaw tension, and the jaw is a very, very important part. This area right here is a very important part of singing. So when we're singing things like ba 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 ba, I don't want to see any of ba 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 ba. It's, how do I explain this? It's almost like we want to keep our lips and our mouth in a neutral position the whole time. Like if we just relax our jaw fully and we're like ba 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 ba. There's movement in and out, but there should never be too much chewing of any word. So sometimes I do a vocal warm up that sounds like this: Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby 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 Doo. And we might do that one next week. But notice how my lips go in and out. When I used to do it, and it would go ba 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 ba, and that just creates a lot of bad tension. So it's just something to be aware of. Sometimes I put my goalpost here to keep my lips where I want them to be. And the more we practice that, the better that's going to be. But let's get into our sirens. Do 3 of those together. For our friends that haven't been here, our sirens are basically going from the very bottom of our range to the very top. So the lowest we can sing to the highest we can sing. And we call it a siren because it sounds like a big police siren. And when we do it here, we like to take our finger and track where our voice is going. So when we start, we go down. And as we go up, and we make one big circle. I'll do one example for you, and then we'll do 3 together. Super easy. All right, here's my example. We go. sound super pretty. It's just warming up our voice.
Yeesh.
All righty, let's do 3 together. Hi, Sophie's brother. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let's see those hands move. I want to
Yeah.
see
Miss
those
Maddie,
hands
can
help
you
us
stand
to
up for me?
those
Thank
hands
you.
help us to visualize sound and make sure the sound is moving where it should, right?
Mhm.
Feels weird, but it works.
All righty, second one. 1, 2, 3.
Let's see it, Liv.
Last one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Does everyone feel warm? Good.
Yeah?
Let's get into it then.
All right. My goodness
Over to
gracious.
your fluffy stool.
Yes. Soft.
Got it.
Hi, ya, 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 ya. Hi, ya, 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 ya.
So good.
Miss Sophie Peterson just shut off her
I think her brother
video.
was in the frame. Oh, there she is.
All right. So, how is everyone this week? Who's feeling good? How's school going? How are your siblings doing if you have siblings at home with you? Are they bugging you?
Yes.
Yes, good. That means they're doing their job. That is the job of a
What they
sibling,
get paid for.
to keep you honest. So, hey, I want to meet some of our new friends really quick so that everyone gets to know each other a little. So, Sadie, will you turn your microphone on? There, I got you. There you are, you're on. Hi, Sadie.
Hi.
This is Sadie. Sadie is 17 years old.
No,
She
I'm
just
not.
applied to Harvard. No, tell us a little something about yourself, Sadie.
I'm 8 years old and I really like to sing.
You do.
Yay.
What's your favorite stuff to sing? Do you like singing Broadway stuff? Do you like singing more pop music? Do you like
Well, I
singing...
really like the movie Frozen 2 and the musical Wicked, so I usually sing a lot of songs from those.
I love that.
Do you like Glinda?
And I also really like the movie series called Descendants.
Oh, we love Descendants.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. What school do you go to?
I go to Carpenter.
You go to where?
Carpenter.
Nice. I like Carpenter. Well, we're super glad you're here, Sadie. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have fun and learn some new stuff today. Hey, Liv. What up, kid?
I can hear you. Say hi.
Hi. Hey, Olivia, will you introduce yourself to everyone? I know you, but I don't know if everyone else does. You're on.
You're on. They can hear you. Introduce yourself.
What do you mean I'm on?
They can hear you. Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Yep, I got you.
Okay, so the mic's on. Introduce yourself.
My name's Olivia and I'm 7 years old.
And you are fabulous. You forgot
She
to say
is.
that. And you're wearing your pink pajama pants, which makes me happy.
Rocks the pink
I have my
pants.
gray pajama pants on, so we're good.
Twins.
Hey, Liv, so you've done a bunch of musical theater stuff, right? What is your favorite musical?
I mean, I've only seen 2 musicals and they're both very adult.
What were they?
Grease and Hairspray.
Love them
classic.
both. Super awesome.
Love
And Liv, tell me what the best part of being stuck in your house with your fabulous father is. Notice how I said your father.
Thanks.
I'm really happy that my favorite part is that I can be with my dad because I'm never with him
I
and he's
know.
always on the run.
That's
Aw.
pretty exciting. See, there are some good things that are coming out of this craziness, right?
Pink PJ
All
pants
right.
and dad.
Well, I just wanted to make sure we got to say hi to everybody because once we start working on our songs, I tend to talk too much and we run out of time and then we have to stop and then another week is behind us.
We
So
do have a very fun dance to do today.
we have a good dance to do. I
I'm
am
very
going
excited
to
for the
mute
dance today.
my friends who were unmuted and I am going to start today with Lucy. What?
She said no.
You don't want to be first? All right.
Matthew.
Surprise. Mavi would like to be first.
Yay,
All right, Mav.
Mavi.
Oh, here's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, though. We talked a little about the lyrics that were wrong. So there were a couple of words that were wrong, particularly the word sit was used instead of the word fit. Seems super simple, right? One letter, different word, but it totally changes the meaning of the song. So I just wanted to point out how integral, yeah, Luce.
Also, on it says children sit in the show. It's actually
No.
no, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So I hope you guys got that. If you didn't, mark your pages right now or mark whatever so that we don't do it. But I just wanted to point out how that tiny little thing makes a huge difference in the song. And it sort of speaks to a lot of what we talk about, which is how important being specific is, right? So how important it is to really get clear about what you're saying and what you're singing about, because it makes a difference. Those little tiny details make a difference. So I'm going to shut up, which is unusual for me. My friend Mavi is going to do a little singing for us. We're going to start. Hey, Mav, you can turn your mic on if it isn't already. I think it is.
I think it's on.
It's on.
Okay, good.
She's on.
Step back so we can see you. And we are going to, whenever you're ready, I want to just hear what you got for me. And we'll go from there,
Take
right?
a big deep breath and only start when you feel like you have to.
Everything else is wrong. Everything has a wrong. Something that must show you a line. Cats sit on the windowsill. Children sit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? The birds belong, they can ramble. Eagles belong, they can fly. I need to be, my spirits can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Great job, Mav. Thanks for starting us off. So, Mavi, can you tell me what you think this song is about?
I think it is about someone who doesn't fit in and he needs to find his place in the world, and he wants them to understand who he is.
Wow.
Side.
That was really good.
I love that. Wow, Mav. So good, you get it, right? So what would be a good place to start then? From some of the things we've talked about in other classes, what's the best place to start?
Like start where?
Start creating your song. You just gave me a great explanation of what this song is about. So a great place to start is with some thoughts, some ideas in your head so that it becomes specific to you, right? Does that make sense? So tell me what the first couple lines are.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time.
Yeah. So what do you think that could be about for you? And everyone do the same. So for our friends who haven't been here before, just because someone else is working right now doesn't mean you shouldn't be working as well. Everything I say to someone generally will apply to everyone else as well. So make sure that you are listening and trying to work on whatever we're working on, right? Okay, so I want everyone to find those first two lines and think about what you might be seeing, what you might be thinking. Any ideas, Mav?
I think I would be thinking about the world around me and how other people fit in with each other, but I don't.
Great. So I think it's hard. That's a great example of what I'm about to say. When we get too general, when our ideas are too big, it's hard for us to internalize them, to really feel them. So when you say the world is this and that, that's a really hard, when I can't even picture the world. Like when I think of the world, I think of a globe, and that doesn't mean anything to me. But when I think of a place where I might see friends or people I know that I can really be specific about, what place might that be for you, Mavi? Maybe a park at school on the playground? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe in a tree, like climbing a tree.
Okay, climbing a tree, and are you seeing other people around you? Right? Because what are you saying? What are those first two lines again, Mav?
Everything has its season. Everything has its time.
Show me a reason and I'll soon.
Sorry, you got carried away.
Terrific. So I want you to see what those things are around you that have their place, that feel like that you're a little, that makes you feel a little left out, right? So you're climbing a tree and you're sitting there on a branch just chilling out, and what do you see?
I see other kids playing, and I see some of them teasing, and I'm afraid that they're going to do that to me.
Great. So let's try this. Let's just go ahead. You don't even have to have music. I just want you to think about that thought. Step back so we can see you, right?
Really think about it. Like,
And I want you to see all that. Yeah. I want you to be there.
Think about it.
Think it through, see it in front of you all, and then, and everyone should be doing this, right? We're all working. And I want you to just, I want you to get to that moment, and then why do we sing? Why do we have songs in theater instead of just speaking? Do we remember?
We sing.
We sing because it's so important and such a big emotion and thought that it has to come out of us, and the only thing that can express it is song. It's bigger than words. All right, Mavi. Sadie, I see your hand up. Do you need something right away, or can we move on with Matt? Were you going to answer a question?
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Sadie?
I was gonna say that singing usually, well, not usually, but sometimes it's supposed to be like to tell a story.
Yeah.
Always, yeah. Great job.
For sure. That's why we spend so much time here working on the storytelling part, because I think it's super important.
That's all singing is.
All right. So Mavi, I want you to think about where you are, have that whole story in your head, and then let it come out of you in song. Cool? On you whenever you're ready.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason. Listen, show you right. Cats sit on the windowsill. Children in snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? If birds belong, they can rainbow. Eagles belong, they can fly. I've got to be where my spirits can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
That was really lovely, Mav. Wow. So did everyone notice how sort of quiet, and I don't mean quiet volume, I mean quiet she was in her face and her body, and how it allowed us to just sort of be part of her story. So one of the things we have to be aware of when we're performing is not to try and show everyone everything, but if we fill our performance with truth and emotion and story and thoughts, it comes across. And if we try too hard to show everyone with our face, we block the audience's ability to see what's going on inside of us because we've masked it. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right. Maddie, that was a great job. I appreciate you starting us off. I know we have a lot of people here today, so I want everyone to get a chance to, yeah, I want everyone to get a chance to sing if they want to. Nobody has to sing. But Maddie, good job. I appreciate that. Way to work hard.
Thanks.
All right. Oh, Lucy, now you're ready to sing? All right. Sophie, I saw you. Lucy's going to go, and then it'll be your turn, okay? Okay.
Sadie wants
She can go
Do
first.
you want to go?
Sadie, did you have a question, or were you just saying you wanted to sing?
We can hear you.
Sorry.
There we go.
Sophie
Say again.
can go first.
Sadie, what were you saying?
I said that I want to sing.
Okay, I love
Okay.
that. We're gonna all get turns.
Sophie's excited.
Sophie, you're a weirdo. No, Lucy, you're gonna go next.
The best
Okay.
weirdo.
I tried, Sophie. I tried.
All
My
right.
friends, I just want to say quickly, I love the support in the chats, but let's keep it focused on the screen. So we can use the clapping emoji, but let's try not to chat just because it draws a little bit of focus.
If you wanna
But I do love
send
the
a
support.
chat after someone finishes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But just we don't want to get in the middle.
But I love the support. Good job.
All right, so Miss Lucy, let's build on what, let's also, guys, try and, like I said, we're all working at the same time, right? And so let's try and build on what the last person did.
You
So
never
we're not,
want someone to repeat a note. The reason people, I always think it's harder to go after the first person because then you're expected to fix whatever notes that they gave you. So anything a professor gives to the person before you, you should automatically apply to your thing so they don't have to say it again because no one wants to repeat themselves. So it should just get better and better and better.
which
for a team.
also leads me to the idea that I'd like you all to refer to me as professor.
Professor.
So from
Please.
now on, I'll
And
be
thank you,
professor.
Kriegel.
Thank you. No, just professor. All right, enough silly. Let's get focused so we don't take away from Lucy here. All right, Lucy, you take your time, get some thoughts going on, and tell us a good story.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good job, Luce. Good job. I like how you pushed through there and
intense.
just you were going for it. So you don't know the music very well, do you? You're not playing the music in the background, are you?
No.
Good. Okay.
Love it.
That's what I thought. I wanted to make sure. But I love that you didn't let that stop you. So because you're not having the track behind you, I'm not worried about timing at all, right? So you don't have music playing at this moment. So you can take as much time as you want, right? So I want you to start again. I want you to do the song again, but I want to see your thoughts transition throughout the song. Does everyone understand what I mean about that? So Lucy was pushing through very well, but we were glossing over changes in thoughts that propelled our story. Does everyone understand what I'm saying? Does
Yeah.
everyone, anyone?
Focused.
Anyone? Right. So what I want you to do this time through, Lucy, is I want you to take as much time as you want. This song, this thing should only be about 20 seconds of music, right? But I don't care if you take 2 minutes to get through it, as long as every time you go on to the next thing, you have a thought that forces you there. And if that thought changes, that it takes you, take that moment to change and move on. Capiche?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason, and I'll soon show you a rhyme.
All right, let's start again. I want to see 2 different things that propel that, right? I want to see what you're seeing. So have it in your head, right? Maddie was up in her tree looking out over the park, seeing all the kids play. Where are you? Are you at the mall? Are you at a movie theater? Are you, you what?
My school.
Great. So I want you to be in the hallway of your school between classes. Okay? Is that a thing?
Okay.
And I want you to
Kind
see
of.
all the kids walking by.
Okay.
Yes.
Everything has its season.
Not with your face. Start again. Just have a thought and let the words come out. Don't show me with your face. You are a great young actress. You have a habit of showing me too much. I want to break that habit, and I want you to fill those faces so that when they happen, they are rich and full of ideas and thoughts. Start again.
Everything has its season.
Start again. See it before you speak. We have all the time in the world, sort of. So take your time, take a breath, see the kids, make a decision, have a thought, let it come out. There it is, good.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason, and I'll soon show you a rhyme.
Take your time.
Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow.
Do that part again, Lou. So I want, you've just sort of said what you're thinking, and now you're trying to prove it. Like you're telling me this now, right? So we're trying to prove that, look, you know, these cats have their thing, kids play, like I got nothing here. Look at all these people having fun. Look at all these people doing stuff without me. So I want to see, that's where I'm saying I want you to take your time. Don't plow through. Go ahead.
Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly.
See it. Go back to that. Eagles belong where they can fly. Really see them and be envious of that. Like that, first of all, they're flying and they have a place and they're majestic and they feel important and you don't. So see that and it can be a whatever thought you have about it. Go ahead.
Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly.
Do that again and don't sing until you see it in your head.
Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where
you started singing before you even saw it. Let's see it.
Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good, Luce. Much better. So does everyone see what happens when you take a little bit of time? Like we talk about it, we've talked about it a few times, giving yourselves the luxury of rehearsal and time, right? So there's no reason to rush through when you're rehearsing. This is our time to discover stuff. So give yourself that time, okay? Does everyone see how that makes a difference? Yeah? All right. Good work, Luce. Thank you. And so Lucy, for real, I want you to give yourself that time. You tend to, and we've worked with you on a bunch of shows now, right? And I think you're a great performer. And now I want you to become that next thing, which is more full and rich. You really know how to sell it. And I want you to do that, but I want it to be full of ideas and thoughts and life, right? So I want you to give yourself that opportunity. Super proud of you, kid. Way to go. Good job.
All right, I want to talk about
Yeah.
something really quick. Can you put it in gallery view? Please. Alrighty, I want to do a little exercise with all of you super quick that I think is going to help you a lot because this really helps me break down any song I'm going to perform. So this show was written, I don't know, the 80s? I don't know when Pippin was.
60s.
Before 60s, before you guys were born, basically. And before I was born. So if it were modern day times and I was speaking this, I don't know about you guys, but I probably wouldn't say rivers belong where they can ramble. That's not the first thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking about not fitting in. So what I always like to do is look at the lyrics and figure out how I would say them in my own words. So you guys can do this with your mics off to yourself. But if I was speaking the lyrics, the first two words, everything has its season, everything has its time. To me, that almost means, okay, everyone gets their big break at some point. Everyone has their moment to shine, whatever, everything. Like people get the leading role at once in their life, or trees are best in spring, you know? So that's my first part. Then we say, cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. This is kind of like, no, what's the, everyone has a season. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. To me, when I think of how I would say that if I was telling this rant to my best friend, I think like, okay, give me any excuse, like give me any word and I'll tell you how it fits in the world, how it works when it's their time to shine. You can give me anything and I can tell you except for me. So we started at the everyone gets their time, literally tell me anything and I'll tell you how it works. And then we get to naming all of these examples. So in your head, it doesn't have to be cats sit on the windowsill. It can be anything, you know, like the most popular girl at school is friends with everyone. Children fit in the snow. It can be like literally anything, but put it in your own words. And that way it's more relatable to you, because regardless of what you're singing, the audience just sees your face. So if you're saying these lyrics, you can be thinking of other things that relate more to you and your lifetime. So take the time to really rewrite them in a way that makes sense to you, because sometimes lyrics make no sense to me, especially the old shows like Carousel and random stuff. But really take the time, be honest with yourself about whether they make sense to you, because I know when I first read rivers belong where they can ramble, I was like, what does ramble mean? You know? So don't ignore that. Acknowledge that. Google is your best friend. Look up the definition of it and say, oh, rivers belong in a place where they can flow freely. That's what it means. What else can I associate that with? Eagles belong where they can fly. Obviously, to me, that's like common sense. Like you put things where they work best in society and in our world. So you're like, I would like to be put in a place where I feel like I can do my best work. You know, sometimes we're like, oh, I'm stuck at home. But if it weren't for quarantine, I would be out living my best life, making really awesome things. So this song to me is like, I'm stuck in a place where I am well aware I can't do my best work. And I know there's a place for me out there in the world because there's a place for everything. I just can't seem to find it. Does that make sense? So if it were me, I would be rewriting these lyrics in a way that makes sense to me, that relate to my life, because the audience doesn't hear that. The audience just sees you, and that's going to make my performance even better, regardless of what words I'm actually saying. So rewrite them in your own way that makes sense.
Does that make sense, guys? So the most important thing to take away from that is if you don't understand what you're saying, you need to figure out what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because you can't have an honest thought about something if you don't understand it. Okay? All right. Who would like to be next? Oh my
We said
goodness.
Sophie.
Oh, I did.
We
I said
Sophie was
Sophie.
next.
See, it's a dogfight here.
I was actually listening to that soundtrack on the way here.
Oh, I think, hey, Sophia, I think I meant Sophie. If that's, you know what? So if you're going to wait again, I'm going to make you wait
Oh, why?
because it's because I like staring at the Pippin behind her. It's fine. Okay, Sophia Socks.
Sorry, everyone calls me Sophie at my school, so I get really confused.
Don't worry about it. We're all going to get to work. So, take your time. Have a thought. Whenever you're ready, be awesome.
Everything has its season, everything has its time.
Slow down. Let's start again.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fin the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Eagles.
Rivers belong where they can
Oh,
ramble.
that's, yeah. No. Belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I gotta be where my spirits can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good job. Let's do it again right away, Soph. I want you to shake your arms out while you're doing it. Move your head around. Just do a whole jig while you're doing it. Just do it like that the whole time. Just keep moving around. Have some thoughts, but I just want you to keep moving your head and go ahead and sing. Yep, keep moving.
Everything has a season, everything has its time.
Roll your head around.
Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I gotta be where my spirits can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Great. Now close your eyes. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Let it all out. And I want you to be super still. Keep your shoulders down, chin down. Let everything go. And I just want you to just sing. Let the thoughts go. Not chin, not that far down. I didn't mean. I just don't stretch your neck out. Just be really easy and let everything go and have a lot of thoughts and sing for me.
Should I sing with my eyes closed or eyes open?
No, I hate eyes closed when we sing.
Okay.
It's selfish.
Everything has its season. Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I gotta be where my spirits can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good. So I'm trying to, I want to see you let your voice go a little bit. I feel like your voice gets trapped in your throat a little bit and it stops the connection between your voice and your thoughts. a little bit. I think you're definitely old enough and mature enough as a performer to start working on putting those ideas together, if that makes sense, right? So I don't know, Ella, do you have any suggestions for Sophia about things she might work on? Do you see what I'm saying?
I do, but I think that comes with the level of comfort with the music.
Yeah, that's part of it too. It's hard for all of us, which I'm going to talk about that before we finish today.
Continue to really work the jaw. One of my biggest problems that I actually discovered this year is that I hold all of my tension in my neck and my jaw, and I've always had like back pain when I walk, and finally this year my voice teacher was like, you hold all of your tension in your neck. So the main thing that we can do is just make sure that that muscle is never stuck in one place, if that makes sense. So when you're singing, I know it's so hard because you're thinking about 20,000 things, but I'm going to make it 20,001 for you. Make sure that check in with yourself, check in with your body and your structure, and be like, is my jaw hurting right now? Because sometimes we get so caught up in the song that at the end you're like, oh my gosh, my jaw has been in the same place this entire time, and that hurts. So that also comes with being comfortable enough in your voice and just doing those voice warm-ups over and over, so it's just second nature to you. So then you can start focusing on other things. Like Mr. David was saying earlier today, yes, we're doing the same warm-ups over and over, but the goal is once you master them, you'll be able to do them like that, not even thinking about it. Your voice sounds great, so you can focus on other things. So the main thing I would do is keep doing those. Just keep doing all the warm-ups that we're doing. Massage your face a lot. So weird, I know, but it feels so good. Whatever. Keep stretching out your jaw before you sing, and just be aware of what's happening with your body. But that comes with being comfortable with both the song and your voice as a whole. So just keep working. You're on the right track. You're doing great. Your performance is great. But of course, there's always little things you can work on. Just keep practicing.
So if I want to try again, though, I want to give you a chance to work on some of your acting and thoughts a little bit more. So let's, I wanted you to try that so we can explore what's going on with your voice a little bit, but let's try to do it again. And this time focus. We have 25 minutes. Let's focus a little more on storytelling, right?
Okay.
Less on, don't worry about the sound of your voice, the musicality of it.
I want you to think we're talking about great because you sound great.
Yeah, let's just do it through and get those thoughts going. Let's give your brain a chance
Just go to speaker view. She's already pinned.
Okay.
To do that. Make sense?
Yeah.
All
Great.
right. Way to go, kid. Take your time whenever you're ready.
Okay. Everything has a reason. Oh, sorry, I keep saying reason instead of season.
That's okay.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason, and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill.
Hey, so can you start again and just speak it? Like, let's do it like a monologue. I just want to hear you. You were getting a little caught in some of the music notes, and I don't want to worry.
Yeah, okay.
I want you to think you've never said this before. These are feelings that you've had for so long. You're like, oh, why don't I fit in? And your best friend finally was like, dude, are you good? Like, are you fine? Are you okay? Checking in, what's up? And this is just you being like, everyone has its reason. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme, blah, blah, blah. Why don't I fit in? Like, it's a genuine question. I feel like you're like, I'm a cool, beautiful, talented person. Why? You know, like everyone else is getting, and I'm not. It's not like we know the answer to these things. It's not like, oh, I have brown hair, that's why, you know? So be confused. We can't play confusion. Feel it. You're allowed to, when you're singing, you're allowed to feel emotions. It doesn't have to be this beautiful, perfect performance. The point of singing is it's very real and raw. So if a lyric is talking about everything has its season, everything has its time, be confused. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is what I've been planning to say to you for a week, and I've memorized it in the mirror, and now I'm saying it to you. Like, this is word vomit happening to a friend to music, you know? So try it that way. Just be confused and or happy or whatever comes out of you.
All right.
So I should say it as a monologue.
Yeah, let's just do it that way.
Speak it? Okay.
Yeah, give yourself that luxury.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill.
Take your hands out of
Children
your
fit in
pockets.
the snow. What?
Take your hands out of your pockets.
Oh,
Don't move them, just leave them there. Yeah.
did I start from the beginning?
Yeah, sure.
But it was great so far. I really liked those.
Okay. Everything has its reason. Everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow.
Come
Why
up
do
with
I
those
feel-
examples. So let's go back. Cats, just before cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Come up with those examples. Like your friends like looking at you like
Like
what are you
what?
talking about? And you're like, cats. And
Sometimes it helps when I do it to have like speak back, like I'll speak back to it. Do you want-
sure, whatever.
Sophia, we're gonna try a thing. You're gonna say a line and I'm gonna respond to you. You have no clue what I'm about to say, and then you have to respond with the next line. Okay?
Okay.
Between every line, I'm just gonna throw you off like I'm your best friend because we're best friends, and you're gonna respond to me with saying it.
Okay.
If I'm like, what are you talking about? Then you have to explain more. I'm not getting
Okay.
it. You have to understand. Okay.
Okay.
So go for it.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything has its reason.
What?
Everything has its time.
Like what?
Show me a reason and I'll show you a rhyme.
Okay, cats.
Cats fit on the windowsill.
Children.
Fit in the snow.
Why
Why
you
do-
doing this?
Why do I feel that I don't fit in anywhere I go?
This is crazy. You're crazy.
Rivers belong where they can ramble.
River?
Eagles belong where they can fly.
Yeah, they're birds.
I have to find a place where my spirit can run free. I have to find my corner of the sky.
Perfect. Do you see how I love that? I thought you really, there's a difference when you're responding to someone and you have to explain something. So did you feel how you felt more inclined to be like, okay, she didn't understand the cats thing. And now I have to explain.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like it was more important, pressing. You needed someone to understand you and they weren't. So you had to try so many different things. A big concept is something called tactics. So like if I really want a cookie from my mom, and my first tactic is I'm going to ask her and ask nicely. I'm going to say, hey mom, can I please have a cookie? She says, no, we're about to have dinner. My next tactic is to like, to guilt trip her. I'm going to be like, I did so much work today and I'm so hungry and I just really deserve that cookie. And she still says no. Then I'm going to flatter her. I'm going to be like, mom, you're the best mom in the world and you have the most gorgeous hair and you own an amazing dance studio. Can I please have a cookie? You know, it's about trying different things until you get your goal, because you have yourself and you have your goal and you're going to get it regardless, because that's what good theater is. It's pursuing a goal and not letting anything stop you. Of course, there's conflict, but you have to figure out how to get past it to get to your goal. So think about what you can do to get your goal. Your goal in this song is you need someone to understand you. You need someone to acknowledge that you are not the same as everyone else. So your first tactic is to explain. Then your next tactic is to be vulnerable. And the next tactic is to get angry. So you have to keep trying different things or else the song is on one note. And I loved what that did for you. And I'm sure it can help a lot of other people. It made you figure it out and think, just like we were saying. So really, I loved that. Did you see it?
Yeah, good job. So
Thank you.
way to go. I hope that was helpful. It's really good to see that. I like it. I like it a lot.
It was. Thank you.
All right. Hey, Livy, you want to try?
Yes.
Okay. And then Sadie, and then we're going to finish with Sophie. Is that cool? Thumbs up?
Sophie's our big finale.
All
With the
right.
background.
So Liv. Yeah, you're up. So you've been following along, right? I want you to just do your best. Thank you.
Wow. The pink pants.
There we go.
Perfect. Take your time, take a breath. Hold on. So Liv, one of the things I want you to be sure and do is give yourself time. So take a breath. Don't just jump in, right? Take a breath, see the stuff, sing a song. Here we go.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason, and soon I'll show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow. Wait, I forgot.
That's it. You're good. Why do I feel I don't fit in?
Before you start, can you throw your hands to your sides for me and shake them while you sing? Perfect. Keep.
I'm gonna put the music on because we didn't work on this yesterday. She just started working on it. So
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
That's the whole point of it. So not to worry at all, Liv. The whole point is just to work wherever we're at, right?
Okay, let's try one more time. Here we go.
And has its season. Everything has its time.
Good.
Show me a reason, and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow. Why do I feel that and
I
riding
don't
where
fit
I
in.
go?
Anywhere I go. Good.
Squirrels go when they can fly.
Spirit.
Can run free. I wanna
Perfect. Good.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no shame in reading the lyrics, baby.
That's it.
Of course. Yeah. Oh.
So,
No, it's okay. I got it. Sorry.
hold on. So Liv, let's go to the middle of the song when we say,
Rivers belong.
remember eagles belong where they can fly. Let's go to, I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Let's just do the end, right? So I want you to think
You
about
can look
all
at your
these things.
lyrics.
You can
They're-
look at it.
Just like Mommy said, there's no shame.
What's the last couple lines there, Liv? Can you tell me?
I've got to be where my spirit can run free, and I gotta find my corner of the sky.
I love that. So do you know what that means? Can you tell me what you think that means? Okay, so I've got to be where my spirit can run free. What do you think that might mean? I want to be somewhere where I love to be, where I feel
whatever I
great,
want.
where I can be awesome, right? Does that make sense? Can you say that? I've got to be
Where my spirit can run free.
great. And tell me again what you think that might mean. Mommy can help you, it's cool.
We're a team.
You want? I mean, I've got to be with my spirit. Maybe you want to be yourself,
Yeah.
right? You want to be yourself. You don't want to be like everyone else. You want to be unique. You want to be Olivia. That's what that means.
I love that. Can you think about that in your head? That's a good thing, right? And now can you say those words? I've got to be where my spirit can run
While
free.
thinking about that, yeah.
While you're
I've
thinking.
gotta be where my spirit can run free.
Okay. So one of the things that just happened, and this is something I want you to work on for next week, I hope you'll join us again, is you were having all these really good thoughts in your head, and your face was so beautiful because it was alive and there was things happening, and then you stopped because you had to read the words, right? Not because you didn't know them. I think you know that one set of lines, but it's scary to put that together. So I want you to start thinking about that because you are such a good performer. I've seen you perform a lot of times, Liv, have I not? Yeah? And you are a terrific performer. And I want you to fill out your performances with more stuff. So it's way more exciting and we're excited about it. And when we watch you, we're like, we can't stop looking at you because it's so interesting. So I want you to try that once more. What's the line? Just tell me the line. I want to be where my spirit can run free.
I gotta be where my spirit can run free.
Now, can you say that for me without looking at the page?
I've gotta be where my spirit can run free.
Say it again.
Slow down.
I've gotta be where where my spirit can run free.
Say it again, really slow.
Be thinking while you.
My spirit can run free.
Can you picture yourself? Do you like going to the beach? Do you like going to Disneyland? What's your favorite place to go? When this is all done and you can go anywhere and mommy and daddy will take you absolutely anywhere you say you want to go, where would it be?
Greece.
Love it.
Oh.
And would it be on a beach in Greece? Would it be at your family's house there? Would it be, where would it be? Specific. The beach. Which beach?
Any beach.
Any beach.
No. Which beach? Which
Rhodes.
beach do you go to in Greece that is your favorite beach?
Roads.
Rose, what does it look like there? What's your favorite thing about it?
What color is the sand? Is the water like light blue?
I made lots of friends there.
Yeah. And can you picture one specific spot at that beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your towel.
I see. So, okay, exactly what you're doing. Now, I want you to think about that beach in that specific spot. I want you to keep seeing it in your head. And I want you to say the line, I want to be where my spirit can run free. Whenever you're ready.
Picture Greece in your brain because that's where you feel free, right? So then you sing, I want to be where my spirit can be free because that's where you feel the best about yourself.
Exactly.
So how do you feel when you're in Greece? And then sing the line like that.
So when you're saying it, you're saying, I want to be where my spirit can run free. So that's what we're saying in the lyrics. So in our head, we're thinking, where do I feel most free? If I was saying this line as this character, where am I thinking of when I think about feeling free? And you said you love Greece. So think about Greece. You're like, if I want to feel free, I would be at Greece. I want to be where my spirit can run free. And where is that for you? Greece. So be thinking about Greece as you say it and let it show on your face, so that all the audience can feel like they're a part of the journey with you and they can think of their own place. But for you, it's Greece. So just keep thinking about Greece in your head and let that make you happy. Let that show whatever it shows on your face.
Go for it.
See that.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason, and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Catch it on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. I've got to find my corner of the sky.
Good, Liv. So I want you to know this is your first time with us this week. I'm super happy you're here. And one of the things that I always say to everyone that's here is that I treat you like you're big, like grown-up actors. A lot of the things we talk about are not for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds. They're for actors much older than you. And so I'm super proud of all of you for hanging in and doing your best to try and understand. I know it's hard, but I want you to keep working on this song this week and just kind of put together what the story of the song is. Does that make sense? Do you understand that? I feel the same way. Don't worry. I'm really proud of you for trying, and you did a great job. I love getting to see you perform. I miss you. So thank you for being here with us today, and we'll keep working hard, okay? All right. Good job. Let's give someone else a chance. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is what happens when you own the studio. You get to run as long as you want. So Miss Sadie, our new friend Sadie, has her hand in the air because she is all ready to do her thing. All right, Sadie.
Gotta unmute her first.
Are you muted?
Beautiful voice.
Now, you can unmute. Do you need me to do it?
There
There we are. All right, Sadie, whenever you're ready, you do your thing.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats sit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good
Great
job,
voice.
Sadie. What a beautiful little voice you have. That's really
Struck to the
sweet
melody perfect.
and just lovely. So let's just, I want you to try it again. I want you to, do you know the words? You were looking over at the words.
Yeah, but I have most of them. Like I have most of those.
So I don't want you to worry. I want you to do it again for me. And now you got that first nerves out. Hey, will you do me a favor? Do you know how to shut off that background thing so it's just normal? Because it keeps going over your face.
Yeah.
And as fun as it is to have that hot pink background, I like seeing you. Good, better. Good. Thank you. So I want you to do it again. I want you to try not to worry about the lyrics. If you mess them up, that's fine. If you mess up the song, that's fine. I want you to tell me a good story.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever you're ready. Breathe.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow.
Can you go back to that? Can you go back to the cats fit on the windowsill part? And
Yeah.
just, I want to see that transition, that thought happen. I want to see you understand that. Try and explain it to me. Get me to understand what you're saying, because I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
Cats fit on the windowsill. Children sit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good job. I want you to do the same thing that we did with Liv before you. I want you to just work on, I want to just work on that end piece.
I've got to be.
I've got to be where my spirit can run free. And I want you to think about what that place is. Where is that place for you? Where's the one place when we can go wherever we want that you want to go?
I really like Hawaii.
Hawaii, where?
You guys are
So here's an
such
interesting
saints.
thing. Both Sadie and Liv did the same thing, and I'm sure every one of you would have answered my question the same way. You gave me a big answer. Remember I said early on, we talked about when someone said the world, and we need to find what that is for everyone, right?
Sometimes it's people. Like when I think of my, where I feel most free, it's with my friends from my school. So, you know, you can think about people too.
But the point is just that we get specific. So the more specific you are in your thought, Sadie, the more specific your performance will be and the more engaging. So when you say Hawaii, where in Hawaii?
I said Kauai, it's an island there, and
Hawaii,
at the
great.
beach.
And which beach? Is there a specific beach you've been to?
I forget the name of it.
What does it look
It's
like?
a really nice beach that has like really warm and smooth sand.
Yeah. Is there a specific spot on that beach that you can see right now?
It's the spot that we usually go to.
Yeah.
Like, right, it's close to the tide, but not too close that if it came in, it would knock our stuff over.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna be.
And can you see yourself in that spot? And then as you're running into the water, finally you set all your stuff down and you're running into that beautiful warm water and the soft sand, sing the line for me.
Okay. I've got to be.
Take more time. That's okay. Start again. I really want you to see it in your head.
Okay. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Wait, do it once more for me, once more. And don't stop the thought to sing. Let the thought push the words out.
I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good, really good. Good, good, good. So do you feel what we're going for there? None of this happens immediately. This is the point of rehearsal, right? So these are the things you work on over and over and over so that when we finally get to perform it, it's so part of our body and our thoughts that we are alive and truthful, right?
Yeah.
Technically, you have a habit of reaching for notes with your chin. You do this a lot. Can you see my face? So you do that as you're reaching for some of the higher notes, some of the bigger notes. Are you leaving me, Sophia?
She has to go.
Have good stuff. Sadie, you tend to reach like that, and it closes you off a little. So I want you to work on staying really soft there and not doing that. Okay?
Amazing job. Thank you so much.
Really good job. Thank you. That's really cool. Both you and Liv, I'm really proud of you guys. It's hard to show up in a new class with a new group of people and, be willing to perform. So super cool. Thanks for being here, Sadie.
And
all right.
Big finale.
And now it's
Going out
time.
with a bang. Liv is leading us too.
Yes,
Thank you so much for
it.
coming, Liv.
Hey, Liv, great job. I'll talk to you later this week. I'm going to call your mom later about what we're going to do next week because we're going to talk about it before we go.
And guys, she really liked it. So she's going to stay in the class, right?
We love it.
Yay.
Awesome. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye, guys. All right, so if you
The
have been
background is
patient
up.
today,
Yes. She wins the award for most patient.
there she comes. Take a breath. Now, Soph, you do realize you've sat through everyone else's comments, so you're expected to be perfect.
So, yeah.
This is a Tony Award-winning performance.
You could be on Broadway right now. Give me a Dina Menzel, Christian Chenoweth. Okay.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats sit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good job, Soph.
I want to say, I am so proud of your head voice. You slipped into your head voice a little bit and it was so good. And then you gave us the big belt at the end. And that's so important because we can't start with a big finish. We gotta, if we give all of ourselves, then we can't outdo ourselves at the end. And the end's supposed to be the best. So I'm really proud of how your voice came along and the performance. I thought it was great.
Yeah, good job, Soph. Really good.
I will say, be careful of your chin. Just like when you get really big and look up, I love the hands, but keep it here. Keep your focus right at about like a sunrise level, and you can still do big hands. It's just going to protect your voice a lot more and save you from some of the pain.
So I want to try something a little different with you, Soph, than some of our other friends do, because you have a little bit different thing that you do. You, my dear, are a spectacular big performer. And I want to make sure that we don't forget about the subtle little things, right? So is your computer there sitting on a desk?
It's sitting on the table.
Great, sit down.
Take
a seat. Great. I want you to put your hands, your chin on your hands, just like I'm sitting here. Just like you're talking. I want you to look just wherever, have a thought, and I want you to be quiet. And I just want you to think through this whole thing quietly. I don't want you to do a lot with your face. I don't want you to show me what an amazing performer you are. I just want you to think and sing and see what comes out of you when you're not prepared. I feel like you are very prepared, which is amazing, but I want you to be a little less comfortable in what you do.
Everything has its season. Everything
Keep
has
your hands
its
in your chin.
time.
Keep your chin in your hands just the whole time.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats sit on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free.
Do that again.
Keep
Do
your
that
chin
part
down.
again. Keep your chin
Keep your chin
down.
down.
And don't just keep the thoughts moving. Move with the thoughts, and don't
Yeah, try to
Don't
move
get
it.
big
Keep
on
your
me.
head where it is.
Okay.
Use your
It's
hands.
super simple.
There we go.
I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Do that last line again, and really I want to see where that place is, just like with everybody.
And how bad you want
The
it.
more
to.
specific we see it.
Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Good. Once more. I don't want you to look up. I don't want you to do
at the
anything
camera.
you thought of before.
Yeah, brand new.
So part of it is you've done a lot of work. You've come up with a lot of things, and you're doing them really well. I want you to not do any of those things.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I right? Did you work hard on this?
Oh, of course you did.
Are you doing all the things you planned to do?
Brand new, like you've never said this before in your life.
Okay. I don't want you to do any of those things.
You could be happy about it. You could be sad,
can be
angry.
anything you
Choose a
want.
brand new emotion that has nothing to like if I was angry before, be happy now. Just try different things. Test your brain.
Okay. Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats sit on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Great. Now, so
Beautiful.
so if I want you to stand up right away, do the song again, and now I want you to do it exactly how you want to do it.
Okay.
Feel the feels, perform the perform, do whatever you want, but I want you to bring that quiet that you just worked on to fill it out. Here we go.
It doesn't always have to be so big. Trust your audience to like be there with you.
Just fill it up.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Everything has its season. Everything has its time. Show me a reason, and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats sit on the windowsill. Children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gonna find my corner of the sky.
Good job.
Really
So,
great.
all right. Did that feel a little different? Do you feel how there's just some other stuff going on? Let's keep working on that sort of
Amazing.
stuff, right? Don't get set in your performance so that you don't allow yourself to explore new things, right? Great job. Really good. So, hey guys, as usual, I talk too much. And I think we went so long. I think we'll have to save our choreography for next week, if that's okay. But the one thing I do want to talk to you all about for 1 minute is that I would really like to, at some point in the next maybe 3 weeks or something, have a cabaret night where you can all perform a solo. It'll probably be 3 weeks, maybe. I don't know. But here's what I need from you. Hey, Mavi, can you hear me? Okay, good. Here's what I need from you. I need to know if that is something you would like to do. Now, I don't care about your thumbs. I care that you talk to your parents about it and make sure that it's okay. And the idea is that maybe on a Friday night, one night, we can invite all of our friends and families, and you'll each get to perform a solo, and maybe we'll even work on a song we can all do together, collectively, okay?
A group number.
And what it means also, though, is that I am happy to find a time, and I'm sure Ella will too, that we can find a time to work with each of you for like an hour or so over the next few weeks individually, so that we can come together and work on it, but we'll be working on those songs in class as well and privately. Does that make sense? Does that sound good? So, 2 assignments for you in the next 2 days. So that, because on the weekend I have time to get work done that I can't do during the week. So I need you to make sure it's okay with your parents. If it's something you want to do, that you do that, that we do that. And then I need you to think about a few different songs that you might like to sing. I may or may not use your suggestion. I may say, no, I want you to sing this song. But it would help me if you told me 2 or 3 songs that you really like. Okay? Does that make sense? Sadie? Lucy? Mavi? Understood? Sophie, I know you haven't stopped shaking your head for the last 5 minutes. So, and I'll talk to our friends who had to leave about it as well. But I thought that would be a really cool thing to do. Also, just like Sophie told Sadie about what we're doing here, if you have other friends that you think would dig it and would like to be a part, we're happy to have them. You know, I think it's really fun to have a lot of friends to work. But I'm super proud of you guys as always. I hope it's not too boring. I think y'all are big time performers and deserve to have this sort of stuff being taught to you. So I'm also going to try and send you the vocal warm-up that we do. I keep meaning to do it. I will email it to your parents so that you can be doing that. I'd like you to do that every day, at least once, if not twice a day. Capiche? You have an app for it, a vocal warm-up app? Oh, well, Miss Lucy, why don't you send that to me since you're cooler than I am? That would be great. I actually don't have that, and I know people who do. So will you send me, when you send me other stuff, what that app is, the name of it, so I can check that out?
Amazing.
All right, guys, you're super awesome. I'm super proud of y'all. And let me know about the cabaret idea, and over the weekend, I'll work on putting that together so that we can make it happen. Okay? All right, guys, have a great week. And we will talk to you and see you next week. Bye, guys.